It's fine. I've never raised my hand to a lady. I've never hit a child. You know what I'm understand? Well, I couldn't say the same about her. I'd love to put a DBS check in here and compare it to mine because I can work with vulnerable adults and children. All right,
Exactly.
and like I said, look at that video. What I mean, because my mic was on of me and Tally are arguing. Okay, and then I turned around and I did raise my voice. We all argue. I never threatened anyone, but I'm looking at him threatening because what she tries to do is silence me. She's never going to silence me. I've said a lot worse on the app, and I've argued with a lot more people, including yourself, and in the past, especially under the influence. So she can't silence. She cannot compare herself to any other creator on the app for the things that we've said. She cannot, because the things that she... Sorry.
Cut ties and move on. Just stop talking about
Listen,
her.
honestly, right, I wouldn't say an absolute... This week, right, I'm not even going to say a word about her. She's not... Watch my platform all week. I'm not going to mention that creature all week. Okay, but watch how many times she mentions me, mentions Talia, mentions my cousin, mentions... But she don't shut up about it. So everyone says, oh, Rixie, you're upset. No, I'll just keep repeating and showing everybody what's in the public domain.
As the Bible says, turn the other cheek.
I like that one. Yeah, but like I said, it's what she does. So she can say whatever she wants about me, and people can come after me. Do you know what I mean? I've got chorus people coming after me. I know members of the cult don't like me, and that's fine. And I've got the evil eye, and that's it. And they spin all the narrative, but no one can turn around and say the stuff what's come out of my mouth and ever compare it to what's come out of Chelsea Harwood's mouth, because she's next level. She's the darkest and deepest person I've ever known, and that's not because I don't like her. It's because that's exactly what she's done. I've never heard you speak in a dirty, foul, disgusting way on children, Ange. You've said some bad stuff, but so have I. You know what I mean? And I've never heard Luke. Luke would never say that, and neither would Miss Red. But because they don't conform to her and jump to attention because she thinks she's the sergeant, you know what I mean? She hates you for it. She wants you to do what she said. Like everybody speak on this, and why won't people speak on Ryan and the wolf and all that? Do you know what I mean? Just deflect, because she hates being in the firing line. She hates being told the truth about herself. That's the truth of the matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless of what everyone thinks about me, I don't care if people like me or they don't like me. It's their prerogative to do so. Because we can't stand Rick. That's not a problem. But I never jump away from the fact that the evidence is out there from multiple people, and I know she's done something really bad now, and I can prove that, and I will prove that next week, that she's 110%.
Well, why next week if you've got it? Just
because
do
I've been asked to do, but I've been asked not to do it this week because of being Palm Sunday. Believe it or not, right? But regardless if you want to laugh at me or not, I am a Catholic, right? I do believe in the Lord God, all right? And this week I want to keep it a peaceful week. Do you understand? Today's Palm Sunday when Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey and things, and then it leads to when he's executed. And I've been asked to do a peaceful week, so that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? People can laugh and say, oh, Rick's the Bible basher. No, I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm far from it, but my belief in Christianity is big, regardless of how people want to look at me. That's it. So I've been asked to do a peaceful show this week. I want to scream from the rooftops, I'll be honest. I want to do it, but I've made promises I've got to keep.
Well, you've had weeks to do it.
I do it every bloody day. You know what I mean? I do it every day. That's it. I'm not going to make promises that I'm not going to keep. Like I said, I've got new stuff that I can bring tonight, which I will do next week.
After next week, that's it. No more EQ.
But listen, you turn around and say that, well, don't speak about EQ. I'd be more than willing to not speak about this creature ever again. But she's going to start saying stuff about me or my girlfriend or my cousin or people that I care about, and then you expect me not to clap back. So if you're telling me to do it, will she listen? Will she stop? Well, she's going to keep doing it, but does anyone go over her and say, why are you doing this and that?
Just let her waffle on.
Pardon?
Let her do it. Just let her waffle on. Just let her do it.
The more you retaliate, the more she'll do it. So if you stop, she'll stop.
She'll never stop. Come on, let's be honest.
You don't know that because you've not tried.
Yeah, I have to be honest. What do you think, Ange?
Well, I just think obviously, you know, when someone talks on you, you're going to react. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think, maybe just stop talking on and give it a few weeks and then, you know, provide the evidence that she keeps talking on you if she does. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. All right, guys, listen. Love you and Aunt Sally. Yeah, Aunt Sally's good. Matt John. I know you loved me. Anyway, Angela, let you carry on with your FYP.
All right, then.
Speak to you later, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
It's hard not to react, isn't it, when someone's talking on you, to be fair? You know what I mean?
I understand that. But when's it going to end? Somebody's got to finish it. Somebody's going to stop.
Yeah,
You know, it's
absolutely.
Diana, play it.
Make sure to follow Coops. The comments can go back on now. Let's start the live. Are wide open to the weirdness. The eyes are wide open to the weirdness and the downright disrespectfulness that is misread's people. I'm sorry. Someone's got to fucking say it. The comments that I've received today, the amount of comments that aren't just like pushback, but some of them are downright terrible. They don't even make it to be posted publicly because TikTok filters them out. But I see some of them and I'm not going to approve them because why would I do that? They're terrible. And I'm totally blindsided. Like, I didn't expect this level of hate. Misread spoke highly of you on the FYP, even told people to go follow you. This should be all of your responses when you think you owe her anything. Are you ready, everybody? So when any of you creators think you owe Misread, why? Because she's sitting criticising you or she'll speak badly about you. That's what I mean. She's a bully. Do you think any of these creators would really be friends with Misread if it wasn't for the fact that she bullies people with the platform? You know what I mean? That's what I've been saying. That's why I often these creators talk to her to avoid being spoken about by multiple different people in boxes. So they're all like, we love Miss Red, they don't. That's great. Whatever your name is, who the fuck asked her to do that? Because it certainly wasn't me. What does that mean? I'm supposed to bend the knee and kiss the ring? Use all bend the knee and kiss the ring to some pleb in Tamworth in a kitchen with boxed-eyed Schwarzkopf hair. Imagine. And pukey. Because these things, oh, you could never do it on your own, pukey, never. You could never. Miss Red, miss you scream at people for penny hearts. Scream at the top of your lungs, pathetic. What is going on here? This is like mafia shit. Absolutely not. That's not how I operate. Maybe I understand there is like this hierarchy among... There's not, Charm and Villain. There never was and there should never be. There's never been a hierarchy until Miss Red came along with a poison notepad. To begin with, it was. Now it's the tablet of doom. Certain TikTokers and how it works. Yeah, for people that give a fucking shit about that nonsense. And I don't give a shit about that. That's why I'm successful. I don't think Corey quite gives a shit. You know what I mean? Corey mixes with everybody so that he can fucking climb the food chain and they're not even seeing it. I told them how many months ago that he's going to be bigger and badder and he's going to call all of you on your shit.
But he hasn't. He's not.
You know, all of you go, why is she saying that it's okay for Corey? Because Corey's apologised to and he has stood up on a public platform through whatever hatred he's ever had for me, and he could have used it to just go, so what? But he didn't. He said, you know what? It is actually really, really wrong. Because he apologised weeks ago and stopped saying it and told people not to say it. Hello, Jackie, my love, thank you. So that's the difference between Corey. He's joined up boxes. He's made his own live at the time. You know what I mean? And he said, you know, it should never be said. It's wrong. You know, this, that, and the other. He's listened to people as well. Like Gracie joined up, didn't she? And Gracie turned around and said that, and I have to play that on tonight's FYP show. Thank you, Eve. She said to him, you know what I mean? Like, you're not innocent in it all, and called him on it too. So it's not like he hasn't been called on it. I called him on it myself personally because it was me. Thank you, Heidi. And she even said, you know, I think if it was like, who knows how you'd react, and maybe I would say that what she said in the end, just to get a reaction, to get proved innocent of like a real life, you know what I mean, for a relentless 3 months. Hello, Sherilyn. So yeah, so even every average day normal people, you've got children of their own, are saying, you know, and Corey went, yeah, I agree. In the end, he said that. So at first he starts going, oh, I don't agree with what she said about looking red. Well, I do, because the evidence I'm going to show you, I haven't bullied this woman. I always make little petty jibes, you know what I mean? Like I say, oh God, your lips look dry today, Miss Red. And she'll go, your vagina's dry and I've got a better vagina than you. The levels are different, you know what I mean? So I'll say something to poke a bit of fun, because you know what I'm like anyway, I'll just take the piss. Thank you, Bars. Whereas she is nasty and vindictive and she uses a poison platform. And then Luke the Judge and Cockapoos and Mother Teresa's, they're like a little, like she said, like a little mafia. You're a worm firm to me. A worm firm to me. The lot of yous that get smushed. Don't know why anyone gives them any credence on this app and allows yourself to be, must keep in with Miss Red, otherwise you'd have a platform without her. Because people would be forced to watch her. She probably ends up playing you on a fucking Poison show. You know what I mean? Because you were talking about it. Anyone who talks bad about Miss Red, she'll play on a show, everybody. Have you not learned that? The people who she hates and enemies with get talked about every day. Delusive Angie, for instance. And she says the worst about Miss Red. She's still mates with Miss Red. So tell me why you're scared of her, creators on here, because you get more FYP if you actually stood by your own convictions. Don't act like you don't stand beside that woman, because I've got proof of it all over the last few days. She said, thank you, Kaylee, my love. She said on a Poison platform, those who stand up for me, I'll stand up for them. And it was on the day that I showed the video, and then all of you came out against me, and I got all those videos for tonight's FYP. So you're all being ruled by some little dwarf in a kitchen and a dwarf best friend who mean nothing. Everyone without them is more successful. If you've noticed, everyone with them is not successful. They get the views because they're singing from the same hymn sheet. Not yous. You're never going to make money. You're never going to have your own views because you'll always have to be defending those twats. The difference with Corey is they can't control him, so look how well he's doing still, and they won't say nothing bad about him because he knows he'll read them riot acts and he'll do exactly what I'm doing and go back in time and say, actually, look what you've done. So they can't. So look how successful he is. Look how successful I am. They still play me all the time. They talk about me. They get vexed about me. You know what I mean? So who's winning? Me or you standing with that witch?
I don't. I say my opinion, and I feel like I say it in probably the most respectful way possible that is said on here on TikTok. That is just weird.
Alice is absolutely fine, everybody. She's away on business at the moment. She is a really high-flying person, you know, so she's away on business at the moment. So you won't see Alice for a couple of days, but she'll be back in a couple of days, don't worry. So you've got nothing to worry about. She's in a different country, making more money so she can spend it on me.
The level of weird
Thank you,
today
Sally.
is crazy to me. All because I made a video that's less than 2 minutes, and for, I don't know.
And do you know what, Charm and Villain? Do you know why I get that? Is because you spoke for 45 seconds on something you were tagged in, you got attacked. So I'll say, oh, you need moisturiser on your lips, you know, just to be a little bit tiny bit salty, and she'll tell me my lips are dry down below. It looks like a bus crash and all that. And then I'll respond extreme the next day, and then she goes, look what she said, everyone. You're not innocent, Miss Red. I can't wait for people to see all this footage.
45 seconds, I mention a video that I'm tagged in where there's this incident, and I say the crazy thing, like, I don't know, maybe don't.
Can we have the word Danny blocked forevermore out of this chat, please? And Jade and anything relating to child abuse and all that, please. We've already said there's no more mention. They've disappeared from the app, even as a viewer. Thank you, Elaine. So we don't need to keep... He's not an active member. Devon is, though. He needs harassing for this NFA, and I'm going to get round to all of you. So don't think Devon and anybody who's into Canadian Angie. Do you really think you can keep coming on this app every day and not say, do you know what, I shouldn't have said
Devon and
that?
Danny's
You keep coming on and
completely
talking about
different.
everything
Devon
else.
spoke his story.
But the
Danny
elephant
hasn't
in the
come forward and
room,
spoke
you're
his
the
story.
reason
He's
as
left
well.
it to
Do
everyone
you think
else
I'm not going to
tell
come hard for you, but I need full focus for
Going
you?
low.
Because I'm going to go hard unless you hurry up and right your wrongs, like I've said. I always give them a way out, every one of them. Tell the truth. Apologise. And then I can get back to my FYP. Otherwise, I'm going to slam you every day. I'm going to play all your clips. I'm going to go back, show everyone what you are. And this is only a start today.
Leave your young grandchild.
Look at the way Corey's getting nothing because he's been big enough and man enough
Oh, we need
to
two now.
apologise and to say how wrong it was. And now the evidence is all out and acknowledge the evidence. None of them have acknowledged even the evidence. Do you know what? Know what they're saying to me? She's the only one talking about it. Of course, I'm going to keep talking about it. How dare you make me a victim of a lie for 3 months, try and ruin my life, you know, drive me around the bend, abuse me, tell people I'm this, that, and then say I should be quiet because it's been proved that I'm right. No, I'm going to sing it from the hilltops. So try and invalidate me all you like. It's never going to happen until you stand by what's true and what's not. You were quick enough to say that I was doing things that I wasn't. So quick enough to say about a real child being talked on in a disgusting way by Rickster.
And a dog that don't like each other together in the same room? I don't know. Great.
Canadian Angie talked on a real child. Disgustingly said that I got in bed with a 7-year-old. 7 days with a 14-year-old.
Did you
Chester
see
did
it?
too. They've all, that's 3 of them who've spoke disgusting on children so far. Why is Miss Red not saying speaking sick on kids all the time to them? because it was relentless every day, everybody. And the ones who played the videos, you're just as bad. And every single one of you I'm coming for. And on Monday, everybody, at 8 p.m, I'm showing everything of everybody. So it's going to be a massive show on Monday at 8 o'clock. So be sure to put that one in your diaries and make sure to follow. I'm always at 8 o'clock going to be on my other account. It's just for these daytime ones, you know what I mean? It's like, I find that it's easier on here.
Easy thing to say, I know. It's just insane. It's insane to me. The level of pushback. They understand that people are inserting other conversations that are being had around this whole incident that...
Because Monday at 8, Delusive Angie comes under the microscope, so I want every single video that Corey Wilde put on his Instagram that day. I want it all. So,
What?
Dr. Evil, anybody?
Did you hear that, Ange?
Mm-hmm.
You turn it down for a bit. Let's not give her no.
What's he saying?
What did she say? My dog was barking.
Oh, she's doing an exposure on you on Monday. She wants everything 8 o'clock. Do you want me to say
We can do the same thing, guys. Every video, old video, because you didn't do it last time, guys. Every single video sent to me.
Just getting Corey to send us all the videos of you, all the old videos.
9 o'clock tomorrow, 8 o'clock tomorrow is Delusive Angie exposure and Awareness Live. And
Yay!
record Luke the Judge show from now on as well, everybody. Any other footage, can we make that available to me too?
You made it.
Oh, I got my talent show.
Come out and apologised and said they were wrong and shouldn't be saying things like that.
I didn't even know
You
about.
made it,
So
Cheeky's
Delusive Angie said heinous
expressions.
things. Wait till I play it on my platform.
I've not seen the videos before, is it?
How many times did you
the
make?
snake?
Just like-
Corey's gonna send them.
Or nobody
I'm
listens.
sorry, Angie, but you haven't said half of the stuff that's come out of her vile mouth, so...
I made it months and years ago. Listen, I want every single video on EQ, guys. Send me them. Every
I was-
old and new.
I was going to say hit list, but I didn't want to say it after it was in my head.
Gee, you expose yourself.
And how many times has she done one of these on you, though? She does one of these every other month.
I've got people looking as we speak. Same old ones. I want new ones. People haven't seen before.
How much I've got them.
There'll be no gobble around these
Look,
ways, absolutely
FYP
not.
at 3
Not
o'clock
unless it's
on
birthdays or
Sunday
Christmas,
when I announced
you
it.
know.
I do it on purpose. Dr. Evil, no. Later.
Thank you
Any
for
in that
sending the
style,
4
do it
crowns,
tomorrow.
darling.
She's already...
Lexi, yes, ladies. Let's get these crowns in, guys, in the heart, miss.
8 o'clock, we've got your thing.
No,
I'm aware
And
of
here
all
it
the
is.
lives going on.
crazy.
This is great.
Isn't this embarrassing? Can you see now? Everybody bullies. Look.
Negative, obsessive, and jealous.
I'm going to show you it all, so it can't be obsessive when I'm showing both
You
sides.
know, I genuinely am not bothered.
See?
Thank you,
You're not bothered, but you started the show, and after I come early, you had to get your wig on, didn't you, Miss Red?
So we're not even going to entertain it.
We are, 'cause I'm going to wait till the end of your show now. We are.
Oh my God, she's
You're not going to
clever.
stop this show. See where they're trying to stop it? Because she'll be shown for who she is. Stick around, everyone. Come to Miss Red's live. Send me all the gifts as well. We'll have treble the gifts then, because I didn't know they were going to do this. I had
I
an
don't
idea.
mean this in a horrible way, but I do think she's losing the plot a little bit.
Let's get going with the crowns, guys.
Here we
Yes, thank you, Helly.
Thank you, Hayley. I love pin
I'm not
everybody for me.
entertaining anything. Thank you, Claire.
You're trying to
Thank
stop
you,
here
everybody,
people
for these
seeing.
popular things
It's
as
not going to
well.
happen.
No attention from me. I'm over it all.
I don't need your attention, just my audiences
I'm
to show
over it all.
everybody. Thank
But I
you.
just want to say, like, in response to Charming Villain's video, thank you, Remy.
Thank you, Sharon.
darling.
Can we
Like,
pin these people?
respectfully,
Sharon.
like, I've
Yeah.
seen the comments on the videos, and I don't think anyone was being nasty.
She was
And also as well, like, I do pride myself. One thing hello, MT.
Thank you,
One thing
Hayley.
I am proud of is that we've got a lovely, kind community here. You know, how can, like,
Look how
any
they try and
specific,
invalidate me.
you know, create
Coming on bang on 3, everybody, when I said I was going to do my thing at 3, because I'm going to do it regardless. I'll wait till she's finished, and then all their audience will join me.
over.
Thank you, Elaine.
And we just
We'll have
keep
more
it
views
moving
now.
and stay positive. But
Affected.
I am proud of the community that we've built here.
So don't worry, I'm going to show all the YouTubes of me and her responding to each other, so you'll get to see the whole story with no manipulation. That's what she doesn't want me to show you.
I can see you all, guys.
I can see you all. Right, we're 20k guys off 5
Can you just believe this? They're showing themselves so much. They think it's a bad thing. They're showing themselves. Why would you want people not to hear what you've done? Thank you. But it shows I'm telling the truth, isn't it? This shows them for who they are. They don't realise because they're not social media trained like me. I would never do this. It looks so bad. I would let it play out and see what come out first. You've got to always see what happens first. She's shown that they're so affected by me.
Moderators,
So an FYP show can tune in another FYP show while Ruth
She thinks it's going to be about her, and it's
Actually,
Miss Red's not allowed to speak on her though, is she?
are you hungover? Rather you than me. Who are you pinning? Do you know people that stand the crown?
I just have to leave her to do a thing, don't I? And we'll all see for ourselves. So I need to stay quiet a bit during these parts till we can listen, okay?
For the subscription, I'm sending you love and I hope you're feeling better for your birthday. Thank you, Alicia. Big love, Kim, for that subscription. You sent a crown, you did.
In every
What I was going to say, before we continue, guys, can you flood the chat with hearts, please?
Thank you. Just lay back and relax now. The work's done for you for an hour.
You can't.
Chill.
Thank you, love you. Yes, let's get them hearts spammed for Luke the Judge.
They've proved what I'm saying without me even having to play videos at this stage, haven't they? They've proved it. I'm going to do it still, but like, this shows everybody. Why would she go to this length if she wasn't the bully?
With his...
Because it's not like she's cam to me and listening, is it? And responding like I would. She literally went
totally
back
affected
to
her big time.
And they weren't all coming live, said we. Luke the Judge's post said we are not coming live till Monday.
I'm still standing.
Not for long.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Afternoon, everybody. Afternoon. You did send a crown, Miss Remy, and I'm sending one right back to you, my darling. Women supporting women, absolutely. I love you too, Michael.
The sly dig. Oh my God.
Subscription.
See, she thinks people, because I'm not live when she says it, it looks normal. But when you get the context of why she's just said that,
I give £100 away. So if you want to subscribe, please make sure that you're in here. Thank you, user70. Make sure that you're in here.
And you know, if someone watched that on a clip and they didn't know that she knows I'm live right now, she knows I'm listening. Hello, Dead Wings. People would think I was going mad. No, she never. But you've just witnessed that, haven't you?
Men support women too. Absolutely. Absolutely, Kevsta. You support me, darling. I've been getting your lovely messages.
Why is it about gender?
True. We just support everybody.
No, you don't. You said it on purpose.
Are you working, Claire?
Look how fake she is, isn't she a bully? I'm not because she thinks that this is making me look bad. It makes it look terrible, this, right now. This, even being live, at the same time I was going to do my thing.
Oh, hello.
Is somebody watching, she said, everyone?
Is somebody watching? Oh, let's get the crowns in, guys. Yes, Alicia. See, Alicia knows all about it. Thank you, Kaz.
After what they've just done to me, everyone, this is what she does.
Hello, come to
instead of coming on to apologise.
Absolutely. Stay bitter and stay jealous.
I'm going to be affected when you all went along with child abuse claims.
Thank you. We're popular number 20 already. We've only been on how long? 10 minutes. Only you can do that for me, guys. Yes.
That means team bracelets.
Language popular number 8, so push it, everyone.
And we're going to be playing some videos from your talent show last night, which I don't care what anybody says. It was fantastic Saturday night entertainment. It was brilliant. I know we had a few moments here and there, but on a whole, it was fantastic. Yes, it was a brilliant talent show. We loved it.
It was
right, guys. Right, what's that comment?
Thank you, Hayley. You see what they do to me all the time?
I won't be talking about that on my live. Thank you very much. Thank you, chat. Thank you, darling, for the crown.
I can show proof that everybody knows this was going on at 3 o'clock, and look at what she's done at 3 o'clock, and now she's making references. She knows I'm watching. This is a dig at me entirely.
Thank you for the
Thank you,
flowers,
Steph,
Michael.
but I think May just clicked their own box.
Look,
She's got the most views out of everyone. Big up the quote.
What evil people? I told you this was evil. They just want to invalidate me all the time. I've been through the worst 3 months of my life. Anyone would be. This was the worst thing anyone could ever do. I say passing comments and then never try to convince anybody, and nobody ever believes me. They tried to make this believable. Look what she's doing.
Come on, Colt, tap the screen.
So
Keep
is
the comments going.
your opinions in the boxes.
And don't
Joe
forget to claim your
will
points
get
at
a
the top.
chance to come to the
Oh, yeah.
box today, guys. We are
Click the heart, claim your
Can
points.
you all join these boxes when she opens
Yeah,
them?
no. Come on, Colt, keep
We
pushing.
have the most views and Miss Readily choose. Pick up the code. We have the most views. Everyone go tell EQ we have the most views and tell Miss Reddy.
Make sure you click on Angie's box to give, please.
The FYP page is in
Everyone
here.
go tell EQ and Miss Red I have more views than both of them.
Yes, cheeky little pin pro.
Evil woman.
Thanks, Rosemary.
I'm gonna go gift Miss Red.
What is going on here?
I love
Angie's box.
Double time today, I know it's double time.
Go on, Ange.
Lookalikes is at it again.
With my thing because I can't.
Lookalikes are here, darling.
Oh well.
Lookalikes.
How do I check out one sec?
What's an appropriate song for EQ?
Click Angie's box and collect your heart means at the end. At the heart next to Angie's name. Claim them points.
This has backfired massively. It's only here audience.
Is she gifting red? I don't know, boy. We can't see who's getting
Thank you,
gifts
it's
from red.
Lookalikes, if you're ready, darling, can you take a new picture of
Thank
Someone
you,
just
Beverly,
said,
my
is she
darling.
gifting red?
please? Now the lips are
Pin yourself, please.
And
love.
someone
Thank
just
you,
said gifts
Beverly,
to
love you.
Ren.
I could just see all the
If you had two phones, gift both of them at the same time.
There's going to be hell of videos done.
They're not going to be
And both chats will explode. Delusive
She's
Angels
not
just
deluded.
gifted.
She thinks it's an average day and that she's not transparent in what she's done. The screen recordings are all going to say Miss Red goes live at the same time as Evil Queen to invalidate me and to not to try. Because I'll do my show no matter what. Have you seen them all trying to come for 8 o'clock and do this, that, and the other? Piss off, you'll never win. Just proving my point. We know what a game is, everyone can see it. Thank you, Tia. Do you think even
I
her
thought
own
that
people
was one
aren't
of the
sitting
singers
there right
then
now
from the
thinking she's done
talent
this
show?
despite Evil Queen? So regardless, the whole act does know. You can lie and go, no.
I
Isn't it
say, I
funny?
can't remember that voice.
Better Luke comes on after. Good. They're all proving my point without me even having to do anything.
I'm waiting for this gift.
Oh no! Thank you, Tams. Thank you, darling.
Do it.
That is.
Do it to both of them, and so both of the
saying
chats
what
go
they
mad,
said about
even if
me or
it's
not,
just a
you know what I mean?
verse.
It's just like, come on and act like normal over the... You've accused me, everybody, and you've heard it all.
Thank you for that. Did you see
3 months.
CLA made it? Thank you, Alicia. Thank you.
Trying to convince everybody.
Big love, everybody.
Or go and subscribe.
Did you see her?
Because she'd say the word groom and look, the judge
I won't go
it.
back.
It was like, do you know, what's the word when it's like, she's like putting
It's
it in
more
people's
for the
minds and
chats, the
planting it
both
further,
run for each
cementing
other
it, you know what I
chats and
mean?
be
By
like,
going,
"Let's do
oh,
it."
even the facial expression and saying nothing, going, oh,
Right,
everyone.
Colt, go and drop Miss Red a rose and run back.
What I was going to say, CLA made it to, was it #1 in the dailies? And this app, right, it just wants to show, right?
CLA gifted herself, you pleb.
Drop
That's why
Ange
she's
of
not getting
those
the gifts
famous
today or
Donna.
yesterday, and she's
Oh,
going
yes,
mad, screaming that she wants gifts.
Yeah.
Because it was hit. She didn't think past it.
Everyone go and what?
Tell Miss Red she needs to thank Delusive Angie for the gift.
Oh,
What did you send?
Yeah, it's only £1,000. £1,000 for God's sake, 1,000 coin on it.
It's solid
It's still
proof,
a gift.
right? And that's what I'm saying, like, as long as you've got community. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
So she'd say this, everybody. I would normally come on the night and go, what's she talking about? And then she'd go mad the next day going, she's bullying
she
me.
did,
It's not, it's me having my
She
real
did, yeah.
opinion. CLA dropped on herself. You
she
got you
did say
thick cow.
thank you.
Yeah,
Can we tap the screen,
The
please?
rest of TikTok or whatever, you know, pages of
I'm just saying there's something on Red's face they want you to wipe off or something.
Like Budweiser.
Look at anybody else.
Budweiser. She looks like one of them.
Right, anyway, I'm rambling now, guys. I just
A
want to get
gecko.
to the
Looks like a
drama.
gecko.
Right, so
Gecko.
let's continue. Thank you guys for the love. Let's continue. So,
Look how much they failed.
Dave Durant, I'm going to have you, darling. You wait and see.
Thank you, Teals.
Number 7 on the
About the weekends.
Yeah,
I'll have
come
it.
on,
Please
so
don't
let's
do
do
anything
it.
to do with Puffy.
Carry on
Don't
claiming
enter
the
into
points at
any
the top once
competitions
you've
with
drink
these
your heart
people. We don't ever need to do any of
Clapping,
those things.
clapping.
You know,
We
wherever we
are
go,
the best community.
there'll be no screaming at anybody,
You
telling people to
claim your
get the
points
heart
by
music and
clicking the
all that.
heart
You know what I
next
mean? A
to Angie's
gentle
name.
reminder every now and again, you know, is one thing, but to say, oh, look, and I don't want to be in competition with these people ever. The weirdos extracting people's money from them under the ruse of
It's
being
not my
a bully.
camera, it's yours.
Thank you. Hello, Nat, my love. Don't get my gaps,
Guys,
Gardener.
you get to watch both
Thank you,
sides.
Dawn. Get
You
yourself
and
established
Mr.
for it.
together.
It's so fake, isn't it? It's over the top.
Another phone. Let's watch them both.
If she was on a penny in the
Join
morning, it'd be
into
more
the
natural.
cold, guys.
It's unnatural. The
Two
time of
lives in
day, everything about it is very unnatural. So she's going to be trying to put a front on. Hello, she knows I'm watching, scrutinising every minute. You know, she's not very well equipped to take that type of
Is that
pressure.
better?
Even Luke the judge the other
Was
day
it
fell
me?
apart, didn't he, with the scrutiny of me? So imagine here knowing right now I'm talking
I
to
think
her.
it's on Miss Red's side, not your side, Ziana.
I think I get confused whether it's my side or their side. That's mine, isn't it? Was that their side? Thank you, Laura. It is our side. I thought so. What I'm saying, everyone join the cult because you're watching 2 lives in one. Miss Red and EQ. We don't need 2 devices. Absolutely. Everyone go. Has she got a comments on it?
She got to number 3 on the dailies, so we might
She got comments on Diana EQ.
Are they off their head?
Turn the comments off.
No. Has she got a comments on EQ?
Yeah, but it's on
Everyone-
subscriber only.
Oh, my. Has anyone subbed to her?
Morning, hey, for 3 whole months, you haven't left me alone. We're in the 4th month now.
Let's all put
The comments off.
You haven't left.
I've got the most two-faced mods ever.
Yeah, 3 in 1. 3 in 1 live.
Follow DJ now.
Can I just say something?
The
right?
wolf's over there, Ange.
Over what, in EQ?
Yeah.
Thank you, Lavina, darling, for the claps. Thank you, darling.
What's wrong with her, EQ?
Why are people under this impression that I'm like sweet and innocent and perfect? I think you've seen over the last 3 years.
We know you're not.
That I'm far.
You try and act like you
sweet
are and cry all the
innocent.
time.
I've
That's
never
the
come
problem.
on
Why
here
do
and
people act
proclaim
like
to be?
you do, man?
So, Dave, I'm just as much as I can
Virtual one
as
of
the
them,
rest
she
of
is.
you, and I will wear that crown with pride. Nobody's perfect.
Do you know the thing is, she's doing all this, but if I was to ever bump into this woman in reality, she'd be very in danger. You know what I mean? Because you can only push somebody so far. She's well inadequate in comparison to the damage I could do to her. You know what I mean? So in the eyes of the law as well, I'm a complete woman. I've went to a woman's prison. If I smack her, it's just. I would get the caution for that because I've never hit anybody or been arrested for anything. So she wants to be careful that I'm not around her somehow someday at an event to do with TikTok or that, and she doesn't get absolutely one bomb to the ground because of all the
So,
things
what
she's
I
done
wanna
to me,
speak
making
about-
me out to be a
I don't
Peter
know
for
if
3
I
months,
say-
the cheeky cow.
Yes, I did. I want to speak about Delusive Angie's live today.
Speak about nasty about the wolf, you bet.
Get quiet, EQ. I want to listen.
You know that Mother Street spoke
Should we
terrible
go
to
over
the
to
wolf
Miss
as well.
Red?
EQ, I want to listen to what she has to say about our talent show.
He really just fell out about
Do
something.
you want me to go over to Miss Red?
No, leave it here.
Broke, you haven't got there 200. No, it wasn't that. It's that she
She's
can't
gonna keep
access the
pausing it,
funds at the
Ange.
moment. She's not broken and got no debt.
Shall
So
we
you
go to
got
Miss
debts. What the hell? The way they speak, and Wolf and Claire have had a disagreement. That
Going to Miss Red, guys, just to
Why I asked her, because last night there's just an agenda behind it.
Thank you, Dan.
There's 2 people here that want to try and make me look bad, but matter of fact, no one can make me look bad.
the wolf.
That is the app. If you've gifted me.
I feel like I'm tricking because it's going through the tablet. Through the
And I
tablet.
agree with the wolf there. You know, Claire wasn't
look for my
forced in
charger.
any way. Yes, it's a hell of a lot of money that she's gifted. Claire wasn't forced in any way to send the wolf gifts. And on Angie's live, Claire actually admitted that, you know, the wolf hasn't manipulated her in any way. You know, she offered him 100 grand off TikTok and he refused to take it. Now, there's not a lot of people on this app that would refuse to take £100,000. And I'll be honest with you, I think if it was me, I'd be struggling. I'm going to keep it real. If someone said to me, do you want 100 grand? You've got to have, you know, you got to have something about you to turn it down. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You have, and like I say, she wasn't forced to gift. She did it off her own back. But I do feel like TikTok need to, and you're probably going to disagree with me here, but TikTok do need to put some kind of spending cap in place. I know that it's people's money and they can do whatever they want with it, but for me, sometimes TikTok can come across as an addiction, you know, and I just feel like if TikTok put a spending cap in place,
I definitely don't have an addiction on here.
Linear that continue to come in and, you know, gift quite heavily, but I do check in and make sure everything's okay. But I do feel like TikTok needs to put something into place. I mean, it may not be a good thing for content creators, you know, but just for people that do gift heavily, because like I say, even though, you know, you are off your own back supporting the creator, I do think you need a little protection as well. I'm not speaking about Claire, I'm just speaking on big gifters in a whole. Do you know what I mean? So Claire and Wolf have fell out because Claire's found herself in some kind of financial difficulty, or there's a problem with banks or something like that. And Claire has asked the Wolf, thank you everybody for the love, to loan £30,000.
Why they fell out though, is it?
And the Wolf has said no because Claire asked why. Now in Angie's live, and I'm sorry, like, I'll be honest, okay? When I earn my money, it's spent as I go along, like, because TikTok is my job, it's my income, so I'll pay my rent.
What happened to EQ?
Excuse me, I don't earn fortunes on here, you know. And I can imagine, obviously, I'm just assuming, is like any other person, it's spent as it goes along. And just because someone gifts you, you are not obliged and you don't have to give them anything back, because a gift is a gift. Do you get what I'm saying? A gift is a gift. So, I don't know, maybe if Claire never approached him in the manner that she approached him, like he's saying, maybe he would have lent it to her, but he wasn't obliged to. It's like people that, you know, come in here and gift me, you know, if they message me and said, you know, we're not obliged to do that, because like I say, once you press that button and send the gift, yeah, so who agrees with that, guys? Who agrees that once the money has been sent, it's a gift and you're not obliged, if you don't want to give anything back? And this isn't me defending the Wolf, because obviously Claire supporting him was a lovely thing to do. I mean, like I say, £2 million is a lot of money, and she must have, you know, fought a lot and had a lot, you know, a lot of respect for Wolf to support him in that way. So happy face, yes, a gift is a gift. Sad face, no. If someone spent that much money on you, you know, help them out back. Be honest, guys, vote fairly. We've got 2,000 people in the room. Click on any button that you can, because I get accused of having bots, you see. Yeah, so everyone's thinking the same as me, really. Thank you, Angie, for the crowns, darling. Thank you.
Is that you, Angie, or a different Angie? She just said thank you, Angie, for the crowns. Was that someone else?
Yeah, different one.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but what did I say? I said no. I turned around and said no. She requested my bank details, everything, and I still said no. The app is the app. I stream. You can see what I'm being gifted. You can see the diamonds that I'm earning. It's not like I'm hiding. I'd be hiding it if I accepted money.
I didn't ask for the gifts back. She just asked to borrow money.
That's true, to be fair. Had he have took the money off the app, it would have been a different story.
And that way, you know that anyway. Look, you know that anyway. No matter
I
what.
feel I'm probably misread for her.
Well, I know what making me out to be some guy, which matter of fact that I ain't, because if I was that guy, I'd have been the cunt to take the £100 off here.
Absolutely. There is a lot of creators on here that are going to turn £100 away, let me tell you that.
No one would have ever knew about it.
Okay, please don't give her that again. I mean, you know.
No, she's never gifted me.
I mean, it's your money and everything else, but you know what I mean. I get where you're coming from. I do.
Thank you, Matthew.
The wolf, I totally understand. You know, once you gift, you're not going to ask for that back. However, I would probably feel better if I'm no longer putting that person when I'm really hunting you down. Wolf. I'm not going to anybody I know. I mean, I knew what it was doing.
You're popular.
Your agenda and why I was gifting you.
She would never ask me for a relationship, never step them on, never what, nothing. I've always said that.
So the wolf has confirmed that Claire has never been inappropriate in any way and she isn't after a relationship. So Claire was offering genuine support without wanting basically dick pics in return. Do you know what I mean?
What?
I've always said that. The gifts were just the gifts.
So what's the outcome then? Are you going to
Are we all finished? Are we all finished?
Yeah, it's going to be friends that are Claire and Wolf.
Me and Claire will speak one day.
Yeah.
Me and Claire will speak. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
Yeah, so I understand where you're coming from, Wolf. I can understand where Claire's coming from as well. Do you know what I mean?
But I ain't gonna carry on with this now. I ain't gonna. As I said, I've never once spoken bad on Claire. Never will I continue. Never will I bite the hand that fed me, amongst all the other people as well. However, one day we'll probably resolve the issue. But for now, that's me, man.
Get a little bag and take it to the store. Get a little cash. Shake it real fast.
There you go, guys. So the wolf and Claire have obviously, it seems like parted ways. I mean, will there be a conversation? I think they'll. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, darling. I think they'll have a conversation and probably air the differences out, because if not, I think this is going to get messy. But I don't think Claire has anything to use against the wolf, because, like I say, the wolf hasn't manipulated her any type of way. He refused money off the app. He wasn't sharing her lives and asking her to gift him. So, she, like I say, she did it off her own back. But the fact, and I'm not shaming her in any way, because it's her money. And like I said, previously a couple of weeks ago, with the Michelle situation, if people can spend the money how they choose, it's up to them. It's up to you.
Did she say she wasn't asking for DOCK pics? Did I hear it?
So, yeah. They fell out ages ago, not recently. What's it?
Back to EQ, or what should we keep on misread? Do we have a vote? I just mute you for what
I'm going to
mute you for 1 sec, Anna. So, should we do the vote? Yeah. So, happy face, keep it on misread. Say sad face, go back to EQ. Who is actually doing misread. Happy face, keep it on misread. Sad face, go back to EQ. Oh, I think people have spoken, Zayana. People are saying go back to EQ. Because she is doing it, isn't she?
Yeah, so you're getting 2 people for the price of one.
Yeah. What's that for us as well?
Look, sometimes the gifter expects or feels like and I'm not talking about clever.
If somebody is sending me thousands of pounds, then I am going out my way to try and see if they're a good person to be friendly with them.
Hey, Miss Red's past me.
No.
You're going to get in front of Miss Red.
Gifters.
I can't believe
this. I'm not naming any here. I'm
Was
just
she
saying.
waving bow then?
The girls that have been on TikTok, we have seen it. Where,
Gosh, it's only 1.2K.
people who financially
1.2K behind her. Let's get in front of Miss Red.
And if you all claim your points at the top next to Angie's name with that orange chart, you probably do
she
it.
is a financial manipulator on this app
Go
with
and
her
claim
money.
your points.
She buys friendship. She
Who
then
else just
twists
passed
and
around?
turns.
Oh no!
Oh
So
no,
what?
you
Zia's
pushed
like
that
that though. I
master.
think Zia just hadn't found her place.
Who's
You know what I
bloody
mean? I
Lord
think
Bobby?
that people were trying to just use Zia, whereas she's nasty.
I'm
She sits well with Sophie Bailey. She's found her nasty crowds, whereas you ain't gonna get Birdman being nasty all the time and listening to her cuss. Delusive Angie's got her own. So there, she sits like the little Lord and Master because they're younger than her as well. So she's kind of in the position where she wanted
Oh, Ange.
the creators,
Tap
but now with
Angie's
them
box.
because they're rising, aren't
Keep
they?
sending
Obviously, as
me
younger
art
creators.
mirrors.
Is not promised any kind
Claim
of
the points at the
relationship.
You're still
top.
going on. You're still going on. This should have ended 5-10 minutes ago.
Yes, Ange, taken over.
still
You've
going
got
on.
to keep pushing
Do you
though,
feel
because
like
you know what
it's-
they're
No,
like.
Miss Red, you're going down.
You,
No, he doesn't
yeah,
need to do
keep
anything.
pushing everyone.
Is
Don't
it
let her
Frederick
get
Brown
it.
Square?
That's it. Even commenting gives you points. Come on, guys, even if it's orange ass.
Oh my God, try and join everyone. Just as long as you haven't got evil in your name.
Guys,
Let's go.
I've got a BBC announcement to make. Alexa, play the BBC News theme tune. There's an important announcement. Alexa! She's not playing. One sec, guys. I've just got to do this urgently because I've got some news that has just come in.
Big love, Colt.
Why isn't this working? Hey, why isn't this working, guys? That's on, isn't it?
Alexa, on.
Right. Alexa!
Go on with the orange ass.
Alexa! Are you there? Alexa! Alexa, play the BBC theme tune. Alexa, play the BBC News theme tune. She's starting. She's turned off. Does that mean it's off?
Yes, Alexa, on.
Alexa, on. Alexa, on.
Or Alexa, resume.
Alexa, play the BBC. She's not working. Alexa, are you there?
That anyway, and to me that's a ridiculous amount of money for a birthday. I don't get it.
Can I just say, okay, Anne-Marie, I agree with everything that you've said, but I mean, if you've got £2 million to spend on TikTok on gifts, I mean, you do see that, people that do have an abundance of money do throw wild birthday parties, or, they buy the children a Range Rover or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So potentially,
Yeah, I get that.
That could be the norm for her.
Maybe
spending.
it is. Yeah, it just, for me it isn't, and I just don't understand it, but
I mean, for people like you and I, we couldn't comprehend, spending £30,000 on a birthday.
No.
Like I say, people that do have money, it's nothing to them, isn't it?
yeah, but I just don't understand. If her bank's frozen, how would she spend it anyway? How would she access the funds? I don't understand it, but I'll let somebody else have a natter now, and I'll leave you in peace.
Thank you. Anne-Marie, have you changed your profile picture?
Yeah, I did, love, yeah.
I thought so. Okay, thank you for joining, my darling.
You're welcome. See you later, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Julianne.
Hi. Are you going to address the fact of why it all started with this? Well, not necessarily even with Claire and Sam, but more about the fact of the video that was going around that nobody's addressing.
I've looked at the gate.
Sorry, can you repeat that, please, Julianne?
So apparently there's a video going around that none of you FYP creators are addressing, apart from EQ, who you're not mentioning her name today at all. That has started all this up that you're not addressing at all, and why you didn't play that at the beginning of all of this.
Okay, so thank you for jumping in the box and saying, guys, don't remove anybody from the boxes, please. Just leave people in. I can handle it, okay? Right, so when I went to play that video of the wolves the other day, there was a lot of bad words in it, and I didn't want to get a banana. And to be honest, I don't want to talk about I don't want to talk about kids and essay and things like that on here. I don't have to do it, and I don't want to do it. There's enough platforms that are already covering this shit, and I don't want to bring it here. I don't want to talk about it here because for me, all that stuff, right? It shouldn't be for TikTok. You know, I sit here and I say nobody should be calling anybody a predator because it waters the word down. So what do you want to do? Open the box, have a debate, let's talk about kids. No, not round here, not today, not next week. Okay, so does that answer your question, Julian? Thank you very much. Hello, Sigma.
Hello, Miss Red, you all right?
I'm good, thank you.
I watched all of the live, and my opinion is that Wolf didn't have to give the money back, or lend her the money. Like you say, she's responsible for gifting. You know, she's got full responsibility of gifting. She clearly had enough money to gift him, like they both said that, you know, neither of them, you know, he didn't pressurise her into gifting. You know, if now she's obviously finding herself in financial difficulty, I'm guessing that she's in financial difficulty because she's gifted such an obscene amount of money.
Yeah.
If anything, TikTok should, like you said, put some kind of a clause over people, or if anything, she should be reported and taken off the app for her own self, for her own, you know, because she's clearly got herself into difficulty, and there should be some kind of a report on somebody. You've got gifters, big gifters like King K. He doesn't go around asking people for money back, or they're classed as gifts, and that's exactly what they are. Yes, you know, maybe people feel obliged to gift back because they've been gifted big, but there's nothing to say that, you know, personally, if I was gifted big like that, I wouldn't feel like I've got to go around gifting people big or giving it back to them or anything. So, you know, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sigma, for your opinion, darling, and a very valid one as well. Thank you for joining the box today.
All right, thank you for letting me in.
No problem, darling. Well, there you go. That pretty much I agree with that. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Miss Red.
Hello, darling.
Good afternoon. Yeah, well, I know gifters that gift and they get restricted after about 50 quid. So how on earth has she managed to be gifting that amount of money? That's more than what some mortgages cost.
I don't know, darling.
Do you know what I mean? Surely there would have been some sort of strict structure on it, like.
I ain't got the answer for that. I really haven't.
It's her own fault if she's gifted it. It's a gift, like you can't expect to have it back.
Absolutely.
Unless it was an absolute accident, like, and then maybe you could say to the creator you gifted, "Oh, I've sent the wrong amount. Can you please send me some of that back?" Like, but I don't expect it back. If you can't, then that's fine. But that's my own fault. But don't go and do it if you're expecting it back.
And I suppose another question to ask is...
They are friends.
Sorry.
As I was saying, Laura, I just seen a comment. Somebody said, I can't remember what account it was, they said that how do you put like a spending cap in place because the gifter would just, you know, set up another account and gift that way, so it's a hard one, isn't it?
Well, my friend, sorry, Miss Red, my friend who's a big creator on here, she got restricted after 50 quid, and she's a big creator. And she was like, I don't know what's happening. They put a spend cap on me, like, I don't know why. I'm not allowed to gift anything for X amount of days. And that was after 50 quid.
Oh, well, I don't know, darling. I have no idea.
It just doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it doesn't. I have no idea.
Your bank might step in, like somebody put in the comment section, and say, for instance, that's what somebody put in the comments.
Okay, so the comments are saying the individual's bank steps in.
Yeah.
Certain banks, okay, because a few times, like when I've gone to give people, it hasn't let me top up and things like that, and there's been problems with the bank. So
That's like me. If I gift like so much.
yeah, no idea, darling. Well, thank you for joining, Laura. I seen you on the
Right.
talent show last night.
Yeah,
You
bye.
did the whole thing, darling.
Bye.
That's a bit harsh, though, isn't it, guys? Putting a spending cap on 50 quid. That, like, I've never heard that before. Hi, Steph.
Hiya.
Hello, Steph.
From what I've seen of the wolf seems like he's a really genuine, down-to-earth, nice guy. And I think had she approached it different with him, he absolutely would have helped her. But I think the way she went about it wasn't right. And the fact that she seems to expect that he has to give her anything from a gift is wild. You know, you don't gift somebody and then say, oh, well, I gifted you, so give me it back. That's not how it works. You know, it was all done on the app. She knew what the wolf was about because she was there. She knows what he does and knows that, you know, he's a part of battling and all these kind of things. She chose to play. She chose to use that money and has got herself in a hole, obviously. But you cannot then say to somebody, well, I gifted you, so you have to pay me back, and go about it the way she has. And then when he said, well, actually, no, she's now all over the app saying the worst on him and trying to make out like he's some kind of bad guy because he won't just hand over 30k like that.
Yeah, because 30, I mean, yeah, he was, you know, she spent 2 million gifting him, okay, allegedly. But remember, TikTok takes 70%, all right? So, yeah, he would have been left with a chunk. But, you know, there's that, you spend the money as you go along. You know, I know that he's bought houses in Africa and he's done different things. So, £30,000 is not church change, right? £30,000. You need to just say, okay, you know.
That's it. You can't just expect someone's got that just there that they can give to you. And again, you know, I reckon had she gone about that the right way with the wolf, he would have helped her without question. He would have helped her. You know, he said it himself. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. He appreciates everything that she did. You know, he said that. He appreciates what she did. And I think had she gone to him in a different way, in a different manner, he would have done what he could to help her because he just is that kind of person.
Yeah, I mean, I think the wolf, he appears to me to be quite genuine. You know, I believe that maybe had she approached him different, he may not have been able to lend her the full 30k, but he would have helped out in some kind of way.
That's it. He would have done something. He's not the kind of guy that I imagine is going to let somebody struggle if he can do something to help.
Yeah.
But if you go there and demand something from no one's going to help you if you're demanding something.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't work that way. If I was to go to people and say, well, I did this for you, so you have to do this for me, people are going to tell me to jog on.
Yeah.
It's just not how you do it. That's not how you deal with that kind of situation at the end of the day. And she's gone about it the wrong way. And then to come and bring it to the app and put it all out on the app and make out like he's some kind of horrible person isn't fair.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Steph, my darling. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Miss Red, can I say something? I watched a live. At the end of the weeklies, whenever the weeklies finished on TikTok, I watched a live where Claire sat on the live and she said that not once did Sam ever asked her for any gifts.
Yeah.
Any gift that she gave was of her own thing, that she was leaving the app at this point at the end of the weeklies, that she was leaving the app. The next thing the daily started, and then she started gifting again and whatever else. And the thing about it is, people are gifting on the app and they're not taking responsibility for how much they're spending on the app. They're just blowing out money on creators. They're not taking responsibility for what they're spending. It's become addiction. It becomes an addiction to them. And this seems to be the problem. And then they become better trust whenever they spend all the money.
Yeah, so King John, I do feel sorry for Claire in a way
Yeah,
because
it's only
like,
in a way. You do.
yeah,
Yeah.
only because, like I say, no one's forced her to give. She did it off her own back because, you know, we don't know the circumstances as to why she's you know, gifted that much. You know, is it a gambling problem? And if she has found herself, unfortunately, in a situation, you know, I do feel sorry for her.
Yeah, so do I, but at the same time as
It is really
I feel
hard.
sorry for her too.
I'm not saying she is. I'm not saying she is, but we just don't know the circumstances. But I do feel, you know, I've got that empathy for her. Where,
Of course, everybody must have all have empathy for these people. But the thing about it is, when the money's done, if you understand what I mean. And people are finding it hard. People are finding it hard comprehending that you do have empathy for them. But the thing about it is, it's about responsible gifting. It's about responsible. We need to gift responsibly, and we sometimes people get into the cycling of gifting too much, and then all of a sudden they come back to the app saying that they've done all this here. I mean, it's too late. But you spend all the money.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining, Kin.
Hi, Miss Red Baby.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I've got no more time for boxes. Hello, Top Girl.
You're right, Miss Red.
I'm good, thank you.
I've just come in to say, like, I don't understand what her obsession with Wolf is. Like, she's come back to Wolf and asking Wolf for the money, yet she's got another man's name in her bio, Bricks. Why are you not asking him for the 30k? Firstly, you was gifting King Holmes as well, and you was gifting Pretty Boy Ali. Why does fucking Wolf have to give you the 30k? Why don't you ask Bricks to give you the 30k, the one that you still got in your bio?
I mean, maybe she felt like she had. I don't know. I agree with what you're saying, Top Girl, but maybe she just felt like Wolf would, you know, do that for her as well. The other people know. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think she's just she thought she got somebody in her corner by, you know, obviously Wolf's Mrs.'s ex, and she thought she could manipulate again Wolf, because I'm sorry, it works both ways. She's give it, now she wants something back. But no, I'm sorry. You came and you tried to belittle him again on the internet when, to be fair, Wolf hasn't spoke out about her much. He's always said he's very grateful for what she's done for him. And you got to remember, we've been on this app for a long time, and I've never heard anything quite bad about Wolf. I've heard a lot of things about different creators, but Wolf usually stays out the drama.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he seems quite sincere to me, the Wolf. He seems like you know, a nice lad. He really does.
And she blocked Michelle.
I just come up to say,
yeah, she blocked Michelle, didn't she?
Who did?
Claire, and Michelle
reached out to her. Michelle reached out to her, being nice to her, like saying, "Is everything okay?" Before all of this, and she was horrible to Michelle.
But Claire.
Michelle.
Anyway, I'm going anyway. I just came for a bit of clout. Everyone, follow me.
Okay, thank you, Top Girl.
Bye.
What was I going to say? Do you feel like this has got the potential to get a bit nasty, Alicia?
No, the Wolf's not like that. I just come up to say, like, he's not the only person that she has gifted on this app. I don't know how much she spent in total. Like, I don't pocket watch people, but I just think you can't come and make out like, you know, oh, you must give me money back because I gave you this much. It doesn't work like that. I think if you're of sound mind and you're gifting on this app, it's down to you as an adult to manage your finances and whatnot. But there's so many people on here that have been gifted, and there's things like behind the scenes with her that is like massive red flags. There was the whole, you know, she was sending people pictures of herself that weren't her, not the Wolf, but other people. So there's just a lot to it. And I think when people realised they'd fallen out, he didn't say anything. He kept his mouth, like, he was respectful about it.
Well, we've got the Wolf here now. Hi, Wolf.
Hello, mate.
Hello.
All I
Obviously,
keep seeing is this £2 million being thrown around, and I just want to say that even if I was to get gifted £2 million, right, I probably would only see, let's say, 700-800 grand, 750 grand, right? Is there any chance you can put me in a big box?
yeah, of course.
I just want to show you all a little something.
I did say, Wolf, that don't forget, even though 2 million, allegedly has been spent, TikTok take the 70%, so you wouldn't, nowhere near, million really. Well, go on.
So here's one account. So if you actually look at the numbers there, where you can see there's 625, whatever number is, 62 million. That currently equates to me gifting £625,000, yeah? Just on that one account, just one. Now I want to show you, there's another account where I've gifted 16,000 from. There's another account where I've gifted £250,000 from. There's also another account where I've gifted £42,000 from. If my corrections are right, that's just under £1 million, right? So therefore, in essence, whatever Claire has gifted me, I've never seen.
Yeah.
That's how many accounts I've got and how much I've gifted. Now, it's not to give to receive or receive to give or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But the badges are not a flex. Nothing's a flex here. But people are throwing this £2 million too much. I don't receive that.
Can I ask a question, Wolf? So,
Yeah.
obviously, she, if you don't mind me asking, she asked you to lend the £30,000, and I did say, it's when you earn money on TikTok, obviously, you've built houses in Africa and you've done things like that, and you've gifted out, and so it's not as if you've accumulated all this money in the bank that you can quite have.
I've not accumulated a lot. I want to show everybody the actual message that I said to Claire. And I don't even really want to be showing our messages, but I think there's a 50-50 thing here where people actually think that I've been a cunt, and I really haven't.
I don't think you have, Wolf. I don't think you have. If I thought that for 1 minute, I would say that, but carry on.
1 second. In fact, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm not even actually going to show it, because until this day, never once have I came live and slated Claire. I'm not going to continue, and I'm not going to carry on a conversation or whatever. But this £2 million is just being thrown too much around. I don't receive that, guys. TikTok take probably about 70-75% of it. As soon as you withdraw, you exchange it from US dollars to pounds, and all that. But I don't know. I feel a type of way in it. I feel really bad because so many people are speaking on Claire, and that is a person that done a lot for me in life.
Yeah.
But people also need to understand that there was a build up to this point where I actually turned around and said no.
And I respect you for that. I was just saying before, I don't know if you was in here when I said she offered you £100,000 off TikTok.
Yeah, she offered me over £100,000 off TikTok.
Not a lot of people that have turned that down.
There were so many people that were close to me at the time that told me to take it, and I blatantly refused every single opportunity that was there. She wanted to set me up in life. We was talking business and stuff like that. And it was just all through TikTok, and I wanted to do it all through TikTok. I didn't want to take a hand off somebody from the app. The app is the app. I never hid how much I earn on this app. Everybody's seen it. You can see how much diamonds that I earn on a daily basis. You can see it on TickLeap or whatever it's called now. Did you check on it? I've checked on her multiple times. She was the person that became a multimillionaire She is a multimillionaire, guys, and decided to gift on that app. There is never once that she was in a state where she couldn't gift or nothing like that. She's more than capable. She's not vulnerable. I've never once manipulated her into a relationship, into anything false. I've never done it. And she can say the same thing.
She did. She
I
said that.
never
She said
once ever done it. I never took her down that garden path. People have fell out with me lately because I've found a partner. Do you know what I mean? I'm in a relationship now. People fell out with me. People have been, I'm not going to say names, but people can probably guess, like talking so much shit behind me. This is not about Claire, by the way. But other people, when they found out that I was in a relationship, the only time that they turn against you is when something doesn't suit them. That then tells me it's only because of the jealousy. It's only because of jealousy. You would never have turned against me if I was never in a relationship.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? When she asked you to, you don't have to answer. When she asked you to lend the £30,000, I watched Angie's live, and you said that she had attitude and she was there was threats or something like that, or her attitude stunk. Sorry if I'm using the wrong words. Had she have approached you different, would you have had?
100%. I already said it to JJ. Had this not have been a build-up of all these messages that she's sent to me, I actually probably would have. Now, if anybody knows about crypto, I invest a lot of money into crypto. Crypto was plummeted due to Trump tariffs, all this shit. Plummeted. It's gone really bad, right? I'm in a loss right now. So people automatically think just because I've been gifted 2 million diamonds, I'm rich.
Yeah.
It's not that case. However, I would have made any way possible to get that 30,000 to her. Yes, do I have it? Of course I do. But that's not the point. My last message to her, and I'm not going to expose it, was I've got everything invested and tied up into other things. I've only got set aside money for myself and money for JJ because we're going to go down the IVF route to get a baby and all these things. That is the only money that I have accessible.
Okay.
I don't have access to 30. I do. Yes, I do. Realistically, yes, I do. I'm not going to lie. But if I was to take it out, I'd be losing more and more and more. That was my only response to her. I don't shame her. I don't talk shit about her. I'm never going to talk shit about her. I'm just doing me. That's all I'm actually doing.
Yeah.
And people automatically think that I'm just doing bad because of this now, because it's a money. But had I have gave her £30,000, would this have ever come to the app?
No, I don't think
it really wouldn't have. And that's not a dig at her. It really wouldn't, never have. That's the shameful thing about it. All it is money. I don't care for money. I don't. Hence the reason why I've gifted. I came to this app with nothing in my pockets. I came to this app broke as fuck. Yeah, I had a daily wage and here, there and everywhere. I came to the app, nothing. I'll leave the app tomorrow with nothing. I've had the best time. I've got a partner. I've got everything in life that I need. Yeah,
Absolutely.
like I don't care too much for it. So it is what it is, but I just wish that she would have approached me and done things very different because the circumstances would have been a whole lot different. I feel guilty. I feel bad because you know what? That is the person that wanted to set me up for life.
Yeah, I get that.
She did want to set me up for life and she wanted to do all these things for me. And it was never in a romantic way. She'd never crossed that boundary. We've never crossed that boundary. No one has ever crossed that boundary in the communication between me and her. It's never been like that. It never has, but I don't like the way that things was prior to that build-up. you can't intimidate me, but the messages came across intimidating and like you was trying to threaten me. That's how I'm going to say it. I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Had you approached it differently, of course things would have been different.
Personally, myself, I agree with Julia being in the chat. You haven't done anything wrong. You know, you haven't forced anybody to gift. You haven't manipulated anyone. You haven't accepted anything off TikTok. You know, you haven't done anything wrong, and I understand why you haven't, you know, obviously loaned the money. Yeah, so I think a majority of TikTok is practically behind you on this one, and it is sad that it has come to this between you and her, obviously because, you know, she wanted to set you up for life and things like that. But I just feel like had she have approached you different, you know, her attitude weren't as it was, you would have really done what you could to help her. You know, maybe not the full £30,000, but you would have tried to help her in some way. You know, I really believe that. And I respect as well you never took that money. Like I say, I respect that a lot.
I would never have taken the... I've always said to everybody here, the app is the app. You can clearly see the gifts that I'm receiving, the diamonds that I'm receiving, the things that I cash out, whatever, right? The app is the app. It's built that way. It's designed that way to see. There's a new thing now, TickLeap, you can see the earnings, whatever. But if I was to then take money from her on the app and then also allow her to send me more than £100,000 off the app, that's me being shady.
I agree.
That is me being shady, and I'm just literally trying to get everything that I possibly can from her.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to support me on my journey and support me on TikTok and what I'm doing, you can. Of course you can. Anybody can. Gift within your means. She was more than capable to gift within her means. She can set her own limits. She has control of... I don't have control of her account. She has control of all her accounts. She has control of her gifting limits and all that. I don't have any control of that.
Absolutely. Okay.
And she is more than capable to do it. Well, I don't know her final financial position. I've never really been interested in to know her financial position. Yes, she's a millionaire and she was more than capable to do what she done. Did she gift me 2 million? No. I disagree. No way is it 2 million that she gifted me. A level 50 account is £1 million. Less than that. She hasn't spent more than £2 million on this app. And then you got to think about the others as well. Ali, Oms, all the others that she's gifted. But other than that, it is what it is. I can't really do nothing about it.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining and, you know, having your say. And I don't know if you and her are open to have a conversation. I don't know if you plan to speak of that. So just see where this goes. Hopefully, you know,
the funny thing is, I wanted to invite her to my fight next week. It was only the other week that I was going to invite her to my fight. Sit down, have a conversation with her, see what goes on. But one thing led to another, and I just got a hurdle of abuse. So
yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna drop.
Okay, thank you for joining, and good luck with everything you got going on.
Yes. Bye bye.
Well, there you go, guys. You heard it from the man himself. Hello, Pearl, all the way in Jamaica. Hi, Jane, Jojo, Margaret. Pearl, do you want to unmute, darling? Ladies on mute. Pearl? Hi, Jane.
I want to say Sam's a better person than me, because if someone offered me 100 grand, I'm taking it straight away, because that'd buy me a house for me and my son. Hi, Pearl.
Hi, I've only was come to say hello to you. I'm missing you all. Hey, it's only early on the morning here, look.
Is it?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Are you loving it, Pearl?
What?
Are you loving it?
Oh, it's honestly, it's absolute bloody dream. But it's just pure heaven. These are my friends that I stole the boat yesterday.
seen that. I've seen you stole the boat.
But yes, it's absolutely amazing. I've just come to say hello to you. But I'm back on Thursday, everybody. So I miss you all, and we'll see you then. Listen, I'm not going to hold your show up. I can't see somebody sending us a WhatsApp, and I can't see. I'm not going to hold your show up. I've just come to say hello to everybody. I'm missing you all, and I'll see you all on Thursday.
Pearl?
Right, bye, everybody.
Pearl?
Yeah?
Can you bring me a fridge magnet back, please?
Already done. Already done.
Thank you, darling. I love you.
Right. Thanks, everybody. See you all later. Bye.
Bye, darling. Bye.
Kick us out, Donna.
Oh, TikTok's been really quiet without Pearl. Jojo, I'm so sorry about that, darling.
Oh, it's all right. I just wanted to say, Sam's a better person than me, because if someone offered me 100 grand in my back pocket, I'm taking it. That'd buy me a house.
But yeah.
Life sorted. I'm sorry. Life would be sorted. He is 100% a better person than me. Like, I'm taking it. I don't care. Like, I'd take it and I'd run. The app would be gone. If it makes me a bad person, it makes me a bad person. But also, I wanted to play devil's advocate. What if he did send the 30 grand and then she asked for more and asked for more and asked for more? Like, where would that leave him then? Because if he said yes and then she said, oh, actually, I need another 20k, I need another 30k, that's then going to put him in a position.
Yeah.
I just think it's mad. And she gifted it. She did it off her own back. And someone said about her spending 30 grand on a son for her birthday. That 30 grand would probably be pittance to her if she is a multimillionaire.
That's
like
nice.
£1. No, I'm not a greedy woman. If someone's offering you 100 grand, Johnny, in the comments, you're going to take it. I'm
Yeah, a lot of
sorry.
people would take it. You're not wrong, Jojo, but I just think like it comes back down to the whole gifting conversation, and I just think if you're of sound mind and you're gifting on this app, you've got to take some responsibility for yourself, like everybody.
I agree. Like, she gifted it, so she knew what she was doing. She's a multi-millionaire.
Him, you know, and like you said, like a level 50 is $1 million. I think it's $1 million to get to level 50. So I don't know her finances and whatnot.
I wouldn't question money laundering either, guys, because if you're going to money launder, you're not going to do it through TikTok and lose 70%. You'd open a business and pay 20% tax on it through a limited company. Use your heads. Sorry, if you're money laundering through TikTok, then you're stupid. Go and do it other ways. Not going to do it.
And there you go. Jojo said she would have took it. I think many people would have. Hello, Mr. Wild.
Hello, dear. This is more of a question aimed at elusive Angie, really.
Oh, God.
It's okay. I'm not going to start no drama. But she said this morning that she would forgive the argument and then obviously give the person money. So let's put that to the test. Delusive Angie, I have gifted you thousands of pounds, dear. I am looking for £1,000 in return, even though we're in the middle of an argument. I would like £1,000 back, if you don't mind.
You're dreaming, Corey.
So is that a no?
I don't think she's in here. She's not in here, Corey.
Oh, she's not. Why? Where is she then?
I think she's on a live watching. Hi, Angie.
Oh, Angela. So, yeah, but she can't sit on her platform this morning and say that if it was Ziana and Ziana gifted her loads of money and then Ziana asked her for a loan, even if they were in an argument, she would give it back to her. Then me and Angie are in the middle of an argument. I've gifted her thousands, so I want £1,000 back.
I mean, that's between you and Angie to sort
But
out.
it's all fair and love and war, surely, Red. I just asked Evil Queen for £1,000. She told me to piss off.
I want to know, is that when you spend thousands on Angie and not me, darling?
Well, that's because Luke says if I don't gift Luke more than you, then I'm not allowed on your platform. He said he'll kick me out the box.
Oh, do you know what you want to do, Corey? Jump in Angie's box and ask her that question.
She won't let me in. She thinks. Well, that's why she thinks I'm a... Yeah, and then she kicked me out the box because the views are going up, even though she's on 3k when I went in, 4.8 when I left. So she was technically using me for clout.
Do you miss her, Corey?
Do I
You
miss
tell
it?
them, if you're going to say that, they love it. They love it.
No. Oh, box me. Oh, Delusa Banji's there. Hello, Delusa.
Here we go, guys. Here's Delusive Angie. She has been spoken about. So absolutely, she will come in the box.
First of all, Corey, I had 8K on earlier, so stay affected, stay jealous, because that's you. I
Can
read
you
all
answer
the
my
jealousy.
question? Can you answer my question now?
Secondly, Claire gifted him. She said a couple of million. I don't know how much it really, if that's the case or not. Yes, but she changed his life. Have you changed my life in any way? No, you have not. Now I said,
Come on, you
I'll say
slept
it again.
easier
If
when
someone
me
had
and you
gifted
were
me that
friends.
much, if someone had gifted me that much, right, I'd probably put my differences aside, my arguments. If they were struggling, if they were a friend of mine, and say, you know what, I will, lend you that money if you are struggling, absolutely. Because if she had given me 2 million, yes, I would.
So you're not going to give me the grand?
You have given me how much? Did you say?
Oh, a good couple of grand, Angela.
Absolutely not. Prove it. No, you haven't.
Oh, it's up
Give me a few hundred.
Give
If
him 500
grand.
quid. And
Yeah, it probably is.
No, you probably give me. I would say about 400.
Way more than that.
No, definitely not. Have you got receipts for that?
I give you £600 in one day because you wouldn't shut up about it.
No, you didn't. Why? Oh my God, you are.
Like, Corey, give me 600, then I blocked him.
Oh my God, you are deluded. That psychiatrist.
Deluded?
Really got it right.
You're deluded.
No,
You're
but you know what? You don't need
deluded.
to go back to the psychiatrist because he got that spot on.
You need to stop peeing yourself in bed, but I don't complain.
What? What did you say? I didn't even hear you.
You need to stop sleeping in saturated knickers.
Oh God! But what's that to do with the argument? Why can't you attack the argument? Why you have to go? So low and attack someone personally.
I don't think we can go anywhere lower than where you are. I'll be honest with you.
Guys who love each other really deep down.
I know. I like to think that the people that find this funny because when you're sitting in this box talking about your goddamn trauma and how upset you are, I'm going to sit there laughing at you too.
I haven't talked about any trauma.
I'm talking about the people in the comments that find it funny.
You play like a comedy act.
Exactly, Angela. Come on now. There's
Not comedy act. Honestly, if I was to meet him, you probably never see him again.
Sorry, is that a threat?
Take it how you
People.
be next to my mother in my garden. Absolutely.
Sorry?
You heard me. I said you'll be next to my mother in the garden.
You've killed your mum.
Yeah. Sheila for a while. Where is Sheila and?
Oh my God.
Where she was 2 days ago, buried.
Guys, why am I on
a nursing home?
You nuts. Sort it out.
Wow. Listen, I'm not spending money on a nursing home. You got to be joking. Anyway, thanks.
You want to lie to?
Anything else, Corey? Any more lies?
Any more lies?
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Angela.
There you go. Look, someone putting broccoli in the comments.
He didn't die via broccoli. Don't sit on that.
Get off then, love. And your
karma
Let's not talk about all that, please. Mods, can you mute broccoli, please? Mods, can you mute?
Come to your parents for putting that.
It was going so well.
Red, you need to sort it out. I missed her.
Corey, you
Well,
do,
I
don't
know
you?
you have got some weird thing going on in there this year.
Do you know what I really want, truthfully? It's for everyone just to get on, but it's just never going to happen.
Well, you're not giving out those vibes, Corey.
Why?
Because you kick off every day.
Oh, yeah, but I only kick off on the wrong ends.
I just think everyone should be kind to each other or stay away from each other.
Corey, you started. Tweety, I'll start on you now.
Corey and Angie will never stay away from each other. It'll never happen.
Like yin and
I
yang.
think they're supposed to make it up. They're going to be friends in the next week.
100%. 100%.
No, I can't be friends with her again. I can't.
Yes,
I can't, right? You don't understand. It will. Oh God, I can't do it.
it'll happen.
Thank
You
you,
wait.
Mary.
Corey, Alicia, thank you.
Who
Thanks
turned
for
off my
letting me clout
microphone?
chase.
Luke.
Was it Luke?
Yeah, Luke's in here now.
Well, Luke turned off my microphone.
Luke's messing around. Luke! Yes?
Who do you actually think you are? You little gnome.
I'm surprised. Oh God, I love TikTok. I can't laugh because my lips hurt. Don't make me laugh, everybody. Where's MT? Got MT. I hope these get down tomorrow, guys. Right, Luke, we miss you. MT, did you want the box? Did somebody ding you? I don't know if someone dinged him because I missed it. MT, did you want the box?